Here's the money shot, kids. This is the chart that you need to just sit back, chill the out. I'm just going to let you marvel in that beauty. You see it? Liquidity is everything, kids. Bitcoin is exactly following total liquidity. And it says we keep going into the end of the year.
Cryptocurrency investors and other market participants have experienced varying emotions these past few days. At the beginning of the week, Bitcoin, the world's largest cryptocurrency by market cap, started showing signs of strengthening, briefly breaking the dreaded $69,000 resistance level to hit a multi-month peak of $69,400 per coin. This sent a ripple of excitement through the market, and several prominent investors and traders took to social media to applaud the development. Popular anonymous Bitcoin analyst Plan B quickly declared that Bitcoin was following his stock-to-flow model like clockwork. Over 7,000 crypto Twitter users agreed with his assertion by liking the tweet. The drama was just as loud when the price decline started, with the leading cryptocurrency losing almost $3,000 within a few hours of hitting the $69,400 level. Critics and even popular traders and investors swore Bitcoin was heading back down below $50,000, which would put an end to all bullish expectations for the cycle. With Bitcoin now back on the rise, the narrative is going to change again, and there will be more 100% certain bullish calls for 100,000 BTC before the end of the year. For Raoul, the founder and CEO of Real Vision and global macro investor, the most important thing to do during moments such as this is to zoom out and look at the big picture. According to Pal, the big picture includes the performance of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies during previous moments of liquidity expansion as a result of central banks' activities. In the latest episode of his periodic Drinks with Raoul broadcast, Pal shares several important charts to support his thesis that the cryptocurrency market is primed for explosive growth in the coming months as central banks go into full quantitative easing modes. One of the charts Pal shares is the global liquidity chart, which leads the markets by about 10 weeks. So far, Bitcoin's price movement has shown a remarkable correlation with this chart. If this continues and central banks continue to reverse their tightening measures, Pal is certain that the much-anticipated yellow fruit, which must now not be named, will soon begin, taking crypto asset prices to new, unprecedented highs. As we bring you clips from Pal's video, please take a little time to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications for more videos like this. Everything you do helps with the YouTube algorithm and immensely contributes to the channel's growth. Thanks for the support and enjoy the video.
Let's talk about drama. I'm going to share a screen, Nicky boy. I'm going to go with this one. So here's my trading view of drama queens. Drama queens are, oh, the market's going up, the market's going up, the market. This is Bitcoin, by the way. Oh my God, it's getting near 70,000 on Sunday night. Really? Who do you think is buying on a Sunday night? It's you lot at home drinking your Bud Lights. Stop doing that. Sundays, there's no volume on a Sunday. Guess what? Market opens, it pukes again. And then it's, oh my God, it's going to zero. And there's a bunch of Twitter posts saying it's going to go to 48,000. Does it go lower? Maybe. But really, you guys have got to stop using hourly charts. What you actually need to do is very simply zoom out. Zoom the out. Look at that. Does that look like a terrible market? No, just consolidation. Does this recent drama move look like drama? No, it's barely touched the high from a few weeks ago. There's nothing going on, kids. Stop thinking the world is changing, but the world will change soon. The other thing to zoom out on, if I find the right chart, this is a lovely chart for all of you looking for altcoin season or the yellow fruit zone. What we have here is total market cap excluding the top 10. Now, what's so lovely about this is it's just beautiful how this chart works. Consolidation, election year, boom. Consolidation, election year, boom. Consolidation, election year, fruit. Now, when I zoom in, we've got some potentially inverted head and shoulders. Could we come back down and fell head and shoulders and come back? Sure, we can. I don't really care. But I'll show you why I think it's yellow fruit season. Most of the charts are similar. Actually, Solana's been different. It's actually been, sorry, there's my fake DMARC indicators on here, so it's a little bit messier. But Solana has been trying to break higher, but again, it's not really going to make much progress until the big daddy Bitcoin does it. But again, if you look at the hourly chart, here's Sui on an hourly chart. It's like, oh my God, the horror. It just feels awful. And really, it's barely doing anything, really. I mean, it's just this. If I go, where's the, sorry, I've got something over my screen here. If I go to the daily Sui chart, we had this. That's it. That's all of the price action. Literally, guys, calm down. Calm down. Everything is fine. So I've been using more Wyckoff reaccumulation patterns. I never used to use them. I didn't really know about them. But they've really worked in crypto. I use this Wyckoff reaccumulation pattern. I used it for Bitcoin recently as well. And this continues to play out. You know, I thought that Bitcoin had reached it here when we reached the point at the bottom. And then it's been basically following this pattern. And Marty's been updating every day. Does it follow it? Will it follow exactly? I don't know. But generally, around here, soon, we should get back up to start testing the 70,000 and above, that supply zone, and eventually break as we start heading to the election. The standardized Wyckoff pattern is here. I think this is the highest probability outcome of what we're seeing. I know there are other people calling for lows, other people screaming straight up. This feels like it's probably the right thing.
Wyckoff accumulation is a key concept in technical analysis, based on the market cycle theory developed by Richard Wyckoff, a pioneer in the early 20th century. Wyckoff broke the market cycle into 4 distinct phases: accumulation, markup, distribution, and markdown. The accumulation phase occurs when smart money, or large institutional investors, start buying assets at low prices without drawing too much attention from the public. The goal is to quietly build positions while keeping prices relatively stable. As demand increases, prices start forming higher lows, showing signs of strength. This phase is characterized by price consolidation within a trading range. All year, smart money and large institutional investors have been buying Bitcoin in large amounts, especially through the spot Bitcoin ETFs issued by BlackRock and others. Firms like MicroStrategy, Metaplanet, dubbed the Asia MicroStrategy, and Marathon Digital Holdings are also buying Bitcoin to guard their balance sheets against fiat currency debasement. Crypto commentator and market analyst Marty Party has been sharing updates on this chart for months. He has divided the reaccumulation phase into 5 phases labeled A to E. We are now in phase D, just on the verge of the final phase when the magic is expected to begin. According to Marty Party, the final phase will begin as we get closer to the US presidential elections in early November. The reaccumulation phase will be followed by the markup phase, which begins once accumulation is complete, and during which prices break above the established trading range as demand continues to push prices higher. This phase is what Powell terms the yellow fruit phase, or the banana zone, and it is the most exciting part of every cryptocurrency bull market. Let's get back to Powell's video.
Firstly, Julian's putting this chart up of the Bitcoin halving versus previous ones. That's from the halving date. Underperforming now. It's so normal. Everything going on is exactly what it should be doing. We should be getting pretty close to the acceleration phase. The wiggles are different. The pattern is the same, right? Next chart. This is the GMI total liquidity index. That's private and public sector liquidity. You can see it does these wedge patterns. Remember that alt season chart and the wedge patterns? Same pattern, by the way, kids. Oh, it's liquidity. Yeah, the Everything Code told you that. I told you all of this stuff. And every time it happens, every time it breaks out, which it's done, the market breaks out. So exactly the right timing. Everything looks good. This, I think, is the money shot. You know, we produce charts that everybody else in the world copies. Honestly, a global macro investor and in Real Vision Pro Macro, we do more macro crypto research and more in-depth macro crypto research than anybody else in the world. We have definitely changed the landscape of how people think about this stuff. Here's the money shot, kids. This is the chart that you need to just sit back, chill the out. I'm just going to let you marvel in that beauty. You see it? Liquidity is everything, kids. Bitcoin is exactly following total liquidity. And it says we keep going into the end of the year. Could be something to do with the yellow fruit. I don't know. Who's to say that? We don't mention it. We don't talk about it. We summon it by wearing it. We'll come on to that in a minute. Okay, so that's that. Julian showing the same chart that I showed earlier is like, chill the out, people. This thing is ripe. Weekly Bollinger Bands, about as tight as ever been. Every time that happens, yellow fruit tend to occur. They tend to ripen pretty fast. I'm flipping through charts. The chart that we did have in the past that is not working perfectly is like ETH this time versus last time. The Bitcoin version is actually better. The ETH version, yeah, ETH is trading like a piece of shit. I think it's just lost its narrative. I actually think they've overbuilt blockchain capacity for the demands of the chain via the layer twos. Overbuilding blockchain capacity, I think, was a calculated move in terms of a longer term future for the chain. I actually am not long-term negative over it. I just think, yeah, they got excess capacity right now for the market. ETH is the big daddy of smart contract platforms. I mean, there's still all the talent, all the developer talent, applications, the finance sector will build on it. It's all still there for ETH. The story's still there, but I think they've built a bit of excess capacity as they've scaled it using Vitalik's scale model. And we'll find out whether it was right or wrong to do that. I actually think it might work. I think it might pay off, that by doing what they did today means that it's a multi-trillion-dollar blockchain in the future. The other one's a killer chart, is ETH today versus Bitcoin back in the previous cycles. It's just like, it's following it so beautifully. It kind of looks like it's in catch-up mode to come. Bitcoin ETH, generally directionally right? There's nothing really you want to concern yourself over. Presidential election years, nobody really cares who gets elected because the market goes up. Now, I think a Trump victory probably may extend the cycle in terms of magnitude.
Powell's ideal approach to the markets has always been don't sweat the small stuff, zoom out and ignore the noise, and last but not least, don't this up by losing your coins before it all begins. He doesn't believe we are heading for a recession or any economic decline that would jeopardize the bull market in any way. He states as much in a recent thread on social media platform X, where he shares 3 important charts and 3 sentences. The thread reads, "What crypto Twitter frets over. What is really happening? What the big picture is." Do you agree with Raoul Pal's thesis about the big liquidity picture and how it would impact the markets, especially the cryptocurrency market? Please share your comments in the comments section below. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and check out our other videos featuring important market strategies and insightful analysis from some of the industry's brightest minds. We appreciate the support, and thank you for watching our videos.